Media Choice Television, its associates and affiliates may not be liable for views expressed on the show. Viewer discretion is advised.
Balamusizza nnyo mwena gye musinzira okubanga muwagira Media Choice Television nagguse dda ewa mutabani wa Mole n'amatovu mirundi Joseph Tamale mirundi senior okubanga tubaweereza njagala okubategeezaako akyali wano atendeka bakoobe kalati engeri y'okukuumamu bawalabe mu nkuba nga tumukyamulindako programu enaatera okutandika. Kirungi nnyo okulanga bizinensi yo ng'ogiyisa ku online naku zino ssente engeri gye zaabula amakampuni agasinga mu mainstream media gabajjako ssente nnyingi. Wano ku Media Choice tusobola okuteeseganya naawe muwendo omulungi n'otuwa ekirango. Tetusosola bizinensi okuggyako nga gy'otuwadde emenya amateeka naye zonna bizinensi ezikolebwa mu ngeri ennuŋŋamu egoberera amateeka tuziranga. Tulina obukugu obw'enjawulo obukola ekirango kyo mu ngeri eri professional ne tukuggyako akasente katono ate era ne tukisaasaanya ku social media. We are time tested, tukola ebintu mu ngeri ennungi. Tamale mirundi senior waali eri katuveeyo tusobole okutandika programu y'olunaku olwaleero. Tubalamusizzaako mwena gye musinzira okutulaba. Muzeeyi mumulabye ng'akutte effumu. Nega mzee wasizo otya siku.
I come from a family of braves, from warriors. When I read my ancestry, my grandfathers were fighters, very good fighters.
Hey. But there isn't anything that hasn't been in your family.
Which one?
You told me a long time that your father was one of the biggest landlords there.
Yes.
In
my grandfather, we own 708 acres of land.
Seriously?
Hey, in my family. Because my grandfather was a landlord. He was one of the beneficiaries of the 1900 agreement. Hey.
But
that's why I dismiss those who say that I'm not a Muganda. There is no any Muganda who benefited unless you dismiss me at the LC one that I'm not a grandson of Sembuya.
Hey.
Sembuya was a very good fighter. And that's why I tell you.
Here people, whoever has an alternative argument against maybe their culture, they say, that's not a Muganda.
That's not so big to Baganda considered themselves as the Romans in the Roman Empire. This is their problem. They name people different names. Abo Badokolo, Abo Bakanjabulo, Abo Musajja Tayangwa. So the Baganda considered themselves, and that's why they are isolated. Because they nicknamed everybody. This is why Nechon came up. When Nechon fed up with his brother Obote, he coined the saying, Muganda Munnangi, Mucholi Munnangi, Mulangu Munnangi. Hey.
So the Baganda like that?
Hey, and the Baganda considered themselves as the in the Roman Empire. You remember when you read this book, Shakespeare, he says, Antony says, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Obote used to use that phrase, countrymen. Countrymen means we are all equal.
Fellow countrymen.
Fellow countrymen. We are all equal. Museveni says the fellow Ugandans. We are all equal. But Romans and countrymen. Romans and countrymen. Abo Badokolo. The Baganda didn't know that there is no all of the languages are not Badokolo. But Dokolo is a place. Dokolo is a place.
Yes.
So not every language is a Dokolo.
It's just a village somewhere.
Yes. Where Obote might have originated.
I see.
Abakanjabulo. Abagoyakalo. Okukanja. Enkanja. Okukanja. Abakanjabulo.
Yes.
Abadokolo. Musajja Tayangwa. Twalyanga nammwe. So they are isolated from the entire society.
The other people of Buganda.
Yes.
I think it comes from the fact that Buganda was a nation before Uganda.
No, you see.
They say they were a fully
But the problem
nation.
The problem is that's why you don't have a Uganda king. Nobody defeated the other kings. By the time the British came, none of the kings in Uganda had defeated the others to produce an overall king.
I see.
The king of England is not the king of Scotland.
I see.
He's not the king of Wales. But the dominance. The dominance. So for us, we are at the same level. The Baganda were at the same level, but the only thing was that we could not forge Uganda, united Uganda, without involving Uganda.
I see.
That's why in the political science we call it the law of essentiality. To cheat the law of essentiality. The law of essentiality means that you cannot unite a country without involving a particular area. Otherwise, we use it in UN that America, because of its resources, can be an international policeman. America is not a member of the ICC, but he implements ICC resolutions. The headquarters of UN are in New York. Yes.
Now,
a quarter of the funds that run
but
UN.
Do you think Baganda thinking they are unique? Don't you acknowledge that they are sincerely unique? They are the biggest population. They are in the center of the country.
They are not.
I hear even combining this country to be called Uganda.
Let me tell you.
It all started here.
United Uganda. I told you, when you see the whenever you see United Emirates, United Kingdom, United States, Uruguay, and Uganda. Means united. Yes. A country can be united in two ways. In the form of omelette, or in the form of omelette, you integrate the eggs. But you can build a country using a minwe
pieces.
So you remain with the entities. But in the case of Uganda, it was integration.
Omelette.
Yes. But the Baganda leaders of Umenga at that time were made to believe that they will remain as a spiritual entity.
They thought they would gain a sovereignty within.
That's why.
Don't you think that's
why historians believe. We tell you, the problem of 1966 was caused by creating a state within a state. Where is the state? A state must have coercive forces. Where is the Buganda police? A state must have an army. Mutesa was left with only 300 guards. So the Buganda state was integrated in an omelette.
I see.
And when you see the Republic of Uganda, the Republic of Uganda means you are all equal. We are Republicans. Republicans, the Republic of Uganda. Once you hold your passport, the Republic of Uganda. So these are remnants. Because
there remains.
No ordinary educated Muganda could stand up against these people to tell them. That's why Muganda will tell you, even educated ones, nti twafuna independence nga munana nga mwendo okitoba ate netugenda mu Uganda. How can a woman tell you that I gained the virginity after marriage?
No.
Marriage targets a virginity.
I see.
They are not married virgins.
No.
Unless the marriage was not consummated. So if the marriage was consummated, therefore...
Actually, it is confusing. Baganda say on the 8th, they gained theirs.
Yes.
And Uganda gained its
on the
9th.
Kyenkubuuza. Mweno njabba gobawa. Kyenkubuuza kiri kimu. I've given you a simple explanation. Can any sensible woman tell you that the day I married my husband and the marriage was consummated is when I became a virgin?
No.
Bakulagako omukolo gw'okugyayo bendera ya Bongereza mu Buganda. Yes. Lwaki omukodo tegwali Mmengo gwali Kololo? This is purely a courtesy call. And is nowhere is mentioned that Uganda, yes, we are supposed to get independence in February. But on 8th October 1960, Uganda declared its independence. The governor said, you go ahead and declare your independence. I deal with you. Uganda goes ahead, Mmengo goes ahead and appoints a committee to oversee Uganda's independence, headed by M.i.S.O, a very highly educated person at that time, a lawyer, Chusi, Winners Council. The committee was composed of Mpanga, who was Attorney General of Mmengo, Masembe Kabali, and William Kalema. But when these people were given £300,000 to open up Uganda's embassies abroad, they slept in Nibusi and came back and said, to declare independence, the Richiko must be elected. So it flopped. In fact, Obote went ahead and said, this was public money which must be refunded. For fear of being refunding the money, they joined, all of them joined the UPC.
I see. Yeah. They never wanted to return them.
No serious woman can tell you that the day you married my husband is when I became a virgin.
I see.
Marriage defeats virginity, targets virginity. And if you go to court and say, you prove to court that I'm seeking divorce, why? The marriage was not consummated. Consummating the marriage means sex. So you cannot say that when Uganda became an integral part of Uganda and they did not have safeguards,
but Mzee, talking about this warrior thing, do you think Uganda still has warriors?
No, you see.
Does Uganda still have sincerely warriors?
When you are talking about Uganda, I've written a book, is there. Uganda has gone through a transformation. The first name for Buganda was called Muwawa. Muwawa had 3 counties. Chad, Dondo, Mawokota, and Busiro. But people like Saporo Kagwa expanded Buganda through conquest and talks.
I see.
So we cease to be Abaganda truly tribe. Buganda is a nationality. What are characteristics of a nationality? A tribe is society at its infancy stage. They use rudimentary methods. Kinship is very close. If kinship is very close, how do Baganda vote in Baganda?
Of course, they come here and they get voted.
So which means that the Baganda are not a tribe. When you ask me, what's your tribe? I say none. Yes.
But you've been boasting here as a Muganda warrior.
Auntie, I'm a Muganda warrior. I'm a sub-sect of the Uganda society. In 1958, they carried out a referendum. And they found out that Uganda had 1 million and a half in Uganda.
1.5.
But the native Uganda were only half. Yes.
I see.
How come that for us, because we have transformed, we have even our features. They will tell you, so you can identify your musese.
By the size of his chest.
Yes. Olimu kalinga ko munabuddu. The Vanabuddu are diplomats. When a Munabuddu comes to a bar or a drinking place, he says, after tasting the beer, he says, there's something. He keeps quiet because he's a diplomat. When somebody comes and praises the beer, says, didn't I tell you? When somebody comes and says the beer is bad, didn't I tell you? So the Vanabuddu are diplomats. The Basese have huge chests because they use the bavuba.
They are fishermen.
They are fishermen. Ekintu kyonna ky'okozesa tolaba abalema abantu abatambulira mu bugaali bw'abalema ekifuba kiba kiki kubanga kyekintu kyokola ki kakati tuyina abagundi abakunja tebakunja miti Those are cannibals. So you can tell that this is a nationality.
It's no longer.
I don't think that if a Scottish goes to apply for a visa, goes to apply for a passport, they state that he's a Scottish. British citizens, you have been integrated. When you see an ambassador of Britain to Uganda at a function in a skirt, then he comes from Scotland. They retained their cultures, but they were integrated into the entire British society. But they know. They speak their English in different accents. We speak our Uganda in the different accents. Mama, ne mama. So we are Baganda. We are in nationality.
Speaking about Baganda, there was a lot of noise within the society after you made remarks about the king some time back.
But you see, politics is for risk takers. Why has Nabagere Kaleban to explain the twins?
I don't know.
Why? Because in the Chiganda culture, all of the children of the Kabaka must be introduced to Kasujurubinga.
Yes.
But Pagondi Yang is similar. I record myself. Abaganda Bagan Narichi Rabie, Azinira Bari. They once fabricated a tape against me. Who are you? Kuchi? Ndamwagala ki? Abaliko obulemu is a constitutional matter. It does not matter oba mukozi oba ani. Baba muli provided for by the constitution, naye ebintu byamwe babibabbako. So if anti bwe munaaba temuli organized, ne mukozi ne bwanajja mu buyinza, era temujja kukifunamu. Mwabaliko obulemu, ekibakola obubi kukozesa short term strategy. Abaliko obulemu ku mitima ku mubiri, muli represented at all levels, including parliament. How come that you don't get what your benefits? It's a question of the leadership. Anti Muhoozi si president tali mu government. Ekitegeeza kati mu obuzibu bwammwe oba Muhoozi oba si Muhoozi, mutule wansi mu kyenje law nti abantu bano bwe mutugamba nti bayiko abatukiikirira si baffe, tebatufaanana na tufaanana, nti workers representative obalabye bakyusizzaako embeera z'abakozi. Ebyo bye tulina okutuulamu oba Muhoozi oba si Muhoozi. The 5 representatives of workers, have they improved the workers gundi? Tubadde tulina Teachers Association nga abasomesa bali bulungi, Doctors Association abasawo bali bulungi, kakati ekyo tulina okwadressinga. How come nti ebintu ebyo bye bateekawo tebibayamba? Not anybody. Muhoozi ne bwanajja nga temutegedde kizibu kiriwo oba Bobi Wine oba ani, kubanga Museveni yabiteekawo. Why is it that when Museveni put up with these structures, they don't benefit the intended beneficiaries? That's your problem. Kakati mulina kutegeera ne mugamba nti tutudde tulina kakati olaba sikola ebyo. Kati kankubuulire, mu parliament mulimu youth representatives, waliwo youth ow'Omweso, mulimu owa Ludo, mulimu ow'e Makerere, waliwo eyasoma. baba representinga bakwata sente mu kulonda ne bagenda bagula abavubuka ne bambuyusiri ali representinga Buganda nga tebayina kye bamumanyi each time baana babanene kakati that's your problem. We must address the problem that in spite of the fact that these are provided for, they have not helped. Nti waliwo ba Veterans Association, ba veterans babasasudde, abaana babo babasasudde. Kiringa okuga Democratic Republic of Congo. Democratic Republic of Congo, is it democratic? Democratic Republic of Korea, is it democratic? Kati mulina okufuna abantu abagezi naye mwe bajja ne babagula electoral college ne bagigula bali ne bagenda mu parliament ne bafuna sente zaabwe naye nga babawa 15,000 bamala okubawa 15,000 ne mujje wange mbayambe ntya. How can Muhoozi help you? Ate mbayambe ntya? Get your people. Nti mwali mulabyeko amagye 10 agakiikirira mu parliament agakiikirira amagye nga gali mu ba police na prison. Kakati ukitegedde. This is where your problem is. Ti omukazi akubuuza nagamba tibo balina obulemu akugambye people with disabilities are represented in the parliament, workers are represented in the parliament, women are represented in the parliament. Has it has an impact? No.
We don't see any impact.
Yes. First of all, how much money does a youth representative get
to change
his society? The only people who have had an impact on their representatives are women representatives. Why? A woman ayina byasharinga ne mukazi munne bonna basafariga for the labor pains nabaga nti kalifomu bamuletera queen azalenga tawulira nga naye yaza abakazi bamusekerera tine queen azala akaba abakazi bonna bagenda mu M.i.S.O period abakazi bayina bibasafariga ebiri common ekitegeeza nti a woman representative
knows the issues.
Yes,
can change
but a workers representative but trade unions baba sponsoringa bano bagenda okulwanyisa. Give me a case that has been solved by workers representative. Ever since we had workers representatives, how have they solved the issue of bad working conditions?
Not at all.
How come that the army has a successful Ssaako, Wazalendo, when money from the police is being stolen, they are all displaying actions. And how do you explain that the prison does not have a Ssaako? Even me, when I was in the State House, there was a Ssaako. I didn't go to that Ssaako. It was embarrassing. Is there a Ssaako in the Kampala State Council?
I don't know.
How can the people at the High Command have a Ssaako? Poor salaries. The issue is not a Ssaako. The issue is poor salaries. And the president yateka unga bachita ntandikwa. A lump sum, 500,000, irrespective of your status. 500,000 that a person who works in the state house high command, I can go to a Ssaako. May I did not go to a Ssaako.
I see.
In fact, when the president made the reforms and directed some old people to retire, money from the Ssaako was deducted. They went empty-handed.
I see.
I did not join a Ssaako. Is there a Ssaako in where these people get 50 million per month? So the issue is not a Ssaako.
The issue is about the salary.
Yes, salary.
How much do you?
How many Ssaakos that the government of Rwanda have? Kagame pays good salaries.
I see.
This question of Ssaakos, do we have Ssaakos in Kenya? Do you have Ssaakos in highly developed countries? You don't need a Ssaako. A Ssaako is a failure by government to give people good salaries.
Good pay.
Good pay.
That's why they require to save.
How can a person who works in the state house and I go to a Ssaako, how much money they pay me? Even if you say salary loans, salary loans only help those who get good salaries.
I see.
If I get 1.7, a bank will retain 40%. Cut 40% in your full. It cannot even buy a tire of my car.
I see.
So I cannot go to a Ssaako. A Ssaako is an embarrassing thing.
But still, it is like what the government is proposing.
A Ssaako is a panado.
The parish.
Ssaako is cooperative societies, and that's why they are failed. Money given, if you want to get people to move, put that money in a commercial bank with low interest rates, and they would have viable projects. But if you just give money like Magezi does, send an Ejisingira Bazuka. The only thing Museveni benefits is using panado methods. Painkiller. You keep the society waiting as if something is being done.
I see.
But I could not go to a Ssaako in the State House. Which money am I going to get? I get 1.7. So the only thing the bank will take it 40%. That's why many public servants who go for salary loans fail to pay.
I see.
This is why the money lenders have taken over people's assets.
Of course.
You don't look at this like this woman who says, can you take us to Muhoozi so that we can improve our welfare because we are people with a disability. Even if Muhoozi comes to power, or when comes to power, if you don't have the real people with disabilities, because these are cocoons, there is an area who represents Buganda. Is he Muganda?
I'm not sure.
Now, Kalamaja got iron sheets. Bunyoro got iron sheets. They have ministers. Even Luwero has a minister. These are vulnerable areas that need special attention. Why is it that the minister of Luwero, the Kaboyo, did not secure iron sheets for Luwero?
I don't know. I hear Luwero has a special package. And
package, where is it? They ended up being getting goats. In America, the only state that produces pigs is Arkansas. That's why many American presidents come from Texas, where there is oil.
Hey, I see.
The majority, when you look into the history of America, Arkansas has Texas has produced many American presidents. Why? Because of the state's wealth. California, they believe in entertainment. Schwarzenegger.
I see.
Those who believe in Schwarzenegger, entertainment industry.
They voted him a governor.
So how do you explain this contradiction? I want somebody to explain to me. Karamoja has 2 ministers. Luwero has a minister. The first minister for a vulnerable area was from Luwero. Samba Mugerwa was a minister of Luwero. This, the mother of Bangaida was also a minister of Luwero. Kidu Makubuya was a minister of Luwero. Nankabira was once a minister of Luwero. And Hajati Mukwaya, have they, by having a minister of Luwero, has it improved? Do we have a minister of Mumbalala? Do we have a minister for Ankole affairs?
No, but still Luwero looks.
And I'm telling you, these are political jargon.
I can't imagine how Luwero looks like.
Why don't you create? You telling me.
The maker of this government.
Nti Museveni aina farms zisatu. Aina farm eyerwa Kitula. Aina farm eyekisozi. Aina farm eruweru jibamulabira ku gali n'ennakyo. Why has the people who have managed to transform his farm in
Luwero?
Yeah.
In Rwakitula?
In Rwakitula. And the Kisos have not been transferred to Luwero. So for us who did the political science, who analyze things, it does not matter.
Does not matter who is in power, what matters is
good policies.
I see.
But they are saying we came out of war. Some areas are all of the areas. How did a single USA transform diversity countries during the Second World War to be rich countries? Germany, Japan,
there were no
South Korea, affirmative action by M.i.S.O. And this is what I tell you, that certain things, when you don't analyze them, by the time Chibachi came to power, the Kenyan economy had collapsed. In his 4 years, Chinyata or Kibaki had revived the economy. What did he do?
I don't know.
He assessed, evaluated government companies which were done earlier, privatization. But these people, unlike in Kenya, the Ministry of Privatization sold themselves these assets, but they did not have the business acumen to run them.
Yes. They took over, but they didn't ever
have... Foods and beverages, yaina grain mill, yaina a poloti, au mukampala, a warigundi, au mumaso, kasiwukira, babitunda, in pieces. But because the intention was to let the government not use resources to sustain non-profitable parastatals. If they had handed over these parastatals to individuals, to businessmen, operating on and taxing them, Obama came to power when the economy had been shattered. What did he do?
During the credit crunch.
Yes, by the time he left, the economy was booming. Why? He found a solution. He said, those companies that we need must be funded by government on condition that the salaries of their managers and their luxuries must be fixed.
I see.
The economy boomed.
I see.
This is what we are lacking here. You are lacking here because you don't want to solve a problem, but you see a problem as an excuse to aid, to help individuals to get money.
I see. Hey. Problems here only assist people who want to take money.
If you compare, if in any country, is moving in. If in any country you evaluate the amount of money Museveni has pumped into the population, Museveni ye muntu asinze okuleeta good policies ezisakoze mu ggwanga lye. And if it was not Muhoozi, Museveni will end up like Nkuluma. Nkuluma is popular in outside Ghana but not in Ghana.
I see.
Hey.
We even
the Baganda have a proverb. Ebyomuweereza bye bigula omwenge. If you send somebody to deliver something, he buys beer.
I see.
That's what the Muganda says. Walabako ebyuma bya wambuuza gwoli mwana muto. Buli bbala mwalimu ekyuma nga bakiyita bya wambuuza. Wambuuza ebikwata ku mpeta katuteeseteesemu simanyi nga naasobola. Wambuuza obanga nkwagala amazima nkwagala era gwe nnambeemu twateekangamu nnusu mu kiwambuuza. What was the purpose of wambuuza? Tuzinemu nti you can send beer to a woman you are interested in, and the person you have given that beer does not tell her that you are the one sending the beer. You will end up going with her. This is Museveni's problem. How has the Pope managed to control the churches throughout the globe? That's the disciples.
I see.
By the time, if the local Catholics find that, nti father yawasiza be bamwegobera emisa ekala